What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be doing a video on a topic that I almost never talk about, and that is the war feature. Now, I put up a post on our Facebook page, which if you're not already a member of our Facebook page, make sure that you hit like on the page and join on the group. We actually have two different things for Facebook, okay? So, on the group, we usually talk about video links or people show winning the contest of mayors, ask questions, stuff like that. Down below in the description box, there is links to our Discord, Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff. We are accepting new members. Right now, we're getting pretty full, but you never know who's going to make it in Neverland and who's not. So, the next thing that I want to talk about super quick is comm training. Now, I've done a lot of contest of mayors walkthrough videos over the past couple of months, but I'm going to be kind of taking a different turn with the channel for a while. I will still be doing walkthroughs, but not as many and as frequently. I'm going to be focusing more on getting some old content, redone and getting you guys some new videos to kind of spice things up, because it seems like all we talk about anymore is the contest of mayors, and I'm going crazy. Okay, so somebody put up a video request for the VU Pass level 3. They want me to compete in war and show how to unlock the VU Pass. Now, I was hesitant on this because, as many of you guys know, if you follow my channel, I am not a war player. I absolutely hate war. I think it's the biggest ripoff ever. Now, I get it. It's part of the game for some people. They really like the competitive aspects of it. I just don't personally care much for it. So if you are entertained by war, great, then by all means join a war club and do what you got to do to entertain yourself. Make sure that you set your city up though, okay? Make sure that it's set up in a way where you can be successful and all that, so that you're not in a position where you're just constantly struggling for items and whatnot. Now, right now we are doing a lightning wars, and we're kind of in war 24/7 at the moment. I'm going to pull up the VU Pass here. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how you guys can hit the third tier of the VU Pass, and then when this pass ends and the new one begins, I'm going to do it for you guys, okay? Now, like I said, normally I would not do this. It's just not something I'm excited for, but you know what? I'm going to do it. So if any of you guys are wondering, is Missy going to play war competitively? Yes, I am. Okay? Just this one time. All right? Now let's talk about these damn VU Pass rewards. First off, let me tell you another reason why I'm going to do it. It's not just because I like you guys that much. It's because I can't even play competitively, okay, in the contest of mayors, because if you look here, all of my cards are level like 4 through 7-ish. Now, a lot of competitive war players are like, psh, that's nothing. And you're right, it is nothing for competitive war, but I don't play competitive war. I just want to be able to do my war card upgrades for cheap in the contest of mayors. Because I don't play competitive war, because I like to design my city, I absolutely hate having to waste my keys on war card upgrades, 1 3K task. Now, if you look, down here, some of these are still level 2. That one wants platinum keys. This one wants platinum keys. This one here wants platinum keys as well, but at least shield bus is something I use quite frequently. And then I've got this one here for only 16 keys. So honestly, I'm kind of hoping for these cards, just because I only need 2 more, and then that's an assignment I can get done for 16 keys rather than 100 keys. If you're somebody who plays comm competitively and you don't care much for the war feature, do not go crazy and upgrade your war cards to some ridiculous amount, because I'm telling you guys, mine aren't even that high, and it's too much. It's ridiculous. Now, it would be fine if they wouldn't give this task so often, and if it wasn't like, between winning and losing. If I ignored this assignment, I could lose. So that's another reason why I'm going to go ahead and do the stupid VU Pass. Now, let's talk about these VU Pass rewards and the tiers and all that, okay? So the first tier in the US is $2.99. Now, if you complete the first tier, you automatically go into the second tier, which you have to pay $5.99, okay? So the first tier, you get, as you can see here, if you pay, you get the bottom portion, similar to the Mayor's Pass. Now, the first tier, the first box is 400 points. The last box is 1,400 points. So for this particular section, you need 8,500 points to complete tier 1, okay? For tier 2, the first tier is going to be 1,600 points. You're going to need a total, it goes all the way up to 7,700 points for tier 20. So for tier 2, you're going to need a total of 78,700 points, okay? Now the third tier, this is where it gets difficult. And this is where a lot of people are like, oh my god, I can't complete this fast enough, you know, unless you have like crazy war cards, like ridiculous mags and stuff. Now, the first tier on VU Pass level 3 is going to be 8,000 points, all the way to 30,000 points at level 30. 509,400 points to complete the third tier. So altogether, you're looking at 596,600 points to complete all 3 tiers. Now, how do you do this without just going completely broke? Well, first off, it really does help to have a city that is a low level so that you can do repairs and deliveries for cheaper than what you can do them for as a higher level. Now, granted, repairs are usually pretty cheap no matter what level you are, but the deliveries are what's really going to hurt you. Now, granted, you are going to have these, you know, rewards from the pass and all that. But honestly, what annoys me about this is, and I get that it's a war pass, so it's supposed to be war related, but what always annoyed me about the war feature was that that was all you got out of it. You know, like, you give so much into it and you only get back pennies, and it all goes towards donating it again the next time around, you know? So it sucks. Now, the best way to go about this, honestly, is going to be to maximize your jackpots. That's really the only way to do it. Maximizing your jackpots and maximizing your pumps, okay? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to, obviously it's going to depend on your group and how they coordinate their attacks. Try to get in on any jackpots that you can, that you see other people, you know, utilizing. Usually, if you're in a war group, they have a strategic, you know, way that they want you to do your attacks, or they have like a, you know, everybody goes and does like a countdown, and you know, you hit first, then they hit, then you do an overkill hit or whatever. But if you're just in a basic group, you're probably going to be dealing with a lot of people who are launching jackpots and then just leaving them to sit and walking away. That is like the worst thing that you can do. So try to get your group to at least notify the chat whenever there is an open jackpot. Now, our group notifies people, right? So if you look here, if you're in Arena 6, you'll be able to utilize the jackpot level 3. Now here's the thing. If you're using your level 3 jackpots, you get the same amount of damage, it just lasts for a longer duration of time. So I have 66 of those things. I usually try not to use these unless I absolutely have to, okay? Now, reason being is because usually, like I said, I don't play war competitively, so it really doesn't make sense for me to, you know, launch a 30-minute jackpot, hit once, have an overkill hit, maybe somebody in my group shield bless it, and then it just goes to waste. Doesn't really make much sense. But if I was playing war competitively, I would go for the level 3 jackpot, and I would throw an energy pump on my city, and I would just do as many attacks as I can for as many points as possible, right? Now, if you go up against a club that isn't hitting you, that's kind of going to be a problem, you know? for a lot of people, a lot of high-level players, another thing that they like to do is they do the war shop for certain items. Now, this is kind of a matter of preference, okay? So, like, some people would say, no, don't do that. Spend your war simoleons on jackpot boosters and things like that. Now, I would have to agree that that would normally be what you would want to do, although I absolutely hate doing war deliveries. I hate having to hold the items, so usually what I do is I buy the ones that are really hard for me to obtain, like, for example, propellers are usually hard for me to get, or megaphones. Something that goes towards the Mellow Bellow or the Mag or something like that, you know. The Not in Kansas is usually what I buy the propellers for. Now, I almost always buy the jackpots, at least the first one. I never usually buy stuff unless it's the first one. I don't buy them the second time around. I just wait for the war shop to refresh, okay? So here you have these war cards. Now, sometimes it's better just to pay the cash if you're only missing one or two than it is to go bankrupt trying to get lucky and get 2 whopping cards. I'm not a big fan of spending cash on war cards again because, like I said, I'm not a competitive war player. But if you are and, you know, you're only 1 or 2 or something, it may be the route to go rather than bankrupt yourself and try to get lucky or be buying those ridiculous war bundle packs. You know, I have them pop up all the time for $99. Those are an absolute ripoff, okay? I used to have a guy in my group that would spend like $600 a week on those stupid things. How somebody has that kind of money, I'll never know. But if you're going to be doing that, you might as well just hack the damn thing. You know, like, why would you spend that kind of money? Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So, go through, you're going to launch your jackpot, okay? Now that let's say you have your jackpot activated. Now, let's say you're going up against a group that is, they'd like to, you know, dud your jackpot, or they like to vamp your pump. What you can do is you can use this technique that people do, and what they do is they take the pump, level 3, and then they put a vamp level 1, so that somebody can't vamp level 3 them. See what I'm saying? If you're going to be vamped anyways, it's better to be vamped with a level 1 than a level 3, because that completely cancels out all your pump. So that's usually what people do. So if you're seeing people do that and they're vamping level 1 and pumping level 3, now you know why they're doing that, okay? Unless they start vamping you, don't do this. It's not only a waste of boosters, but it's also just slows you down. So another thing is, if you're trying to complete the VU pass, like for example me, I'm in a group where we don't play war competitively, so I want to leave targets for my group members that are playing calm. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll need to shield bust a lot, not only to maximize on my jackpots, but in order to not take all the damn targets on the screen. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have enough med kits and gas cans so that you can shield bust and maximize your jackpots and not take away all the targets from whoever else. Okay, so let's look at my war cards here. One thing that a lot of people don't realize when launching attacks is that you want to maximize your attacks for energy versus damage. Okay, now you bring the health bar as low as you possibly can, and then you can do an overkill hit. So, for example, I have, let's see here, I'm under shield right now, but I have a level, I can't remember what level that stupid thing is. This one does 11 damage, and it costs 8 energy. Now, if I have 12 energy, that means that I'll have 4 energy left after launching this. So, that's a 1900, about a 2000 point attack. Okay, so let's just say I launched that with 2 of the mag, right? I can't really do that because I have damage 3, so that would be 6 damage. And 11 damage. That's 17. They don't have that much health. That puts me 2 over. So what you would want to do is you would want to launch the mag first, and then launch the mellow, so that you can do the overkill hit. That's why people launch their smaller attacks first, okay? Now, saying that that's what's going to give you maximum points for whatever cards it is that you have. I haven't really looked through my cards to see which combination I'm going to be using, because then you also have to think about storage space and cost. Just because something may be giving you more points, it could be costing double or triple the war items, right? So always make sure that you're looking at the cost of the items, and then thinking about storage space, because like I said, the mellow bellow, look at how many that wants. I mean, that's a lot of damn items just to launch once. Then you have the mag, which wants what, 5 items or something like that? Yeah, 5 items. So that's 10 items right there just to launch mag 2 times. Now, for some reason, I don't know if it's just my bad luck or what, I always get stupid stuff when it comes to war deliveries. And then I spend all day skipping, or they want like regional items to do the war deliveries. It's an absolute joke. If you're a competitive war player, do not unlock regionals at all, okay? It's just gonna create more problems for you. Now, honestly, if you're somebody who wants to enjoy all aspects of the game, you play 24/7, you don't really give a shit, then yeah, fine, go ahead, make things harder and more expensive on yourself. Doesn't really matter. But now you know the amount it takes to max out the VU Pass level 3. And like I said, I would not recommend doing that unless you have a nice stockpile of jackpots and energy pumps. I will not be buying the VU Pass level 3, so yeah. Kind of sucks, you know, when you do all that work and you only get the top part of the pass, but I can't justify spending what they want for levels 1, 2, and 3. It just, no, there's no way. Okay, you guys, good luck this week in the contest. If you have any video requests, put them in the comments section, or you can join us on Facebook, like I said, at SimCity Build It MissyAnneYT. I did organize all the playlists on the channel, okay, so they're all organized. They've got the right videos in them this time. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute mess. So there's, like I said, there's going to be a lot of changes to the channel. If you have anybody in your group at all that has questions on the game or needs help, send them to my channel, because we are so close to 3,000 subscribers. And then we're going to be doing some kind of a rare giveaway for that.